I guess we shouldn't be surprised because this is probably the most obvious thing of all time. Samsung has been going crazy with their lineup of trying to make the most thin phone humanly possible. You know, they have their S series going as thin as possible. Now they have their full series going as thin as possible. Which phone did they release recently? Was it the Edge or something? That was like super freaking thin. And every single company has been trying to do this, where they're trying to make the thinnest phone humanly possible. And I still think it's the stupidest thing from a consumer point of view. It's such a smart idea from the company's point of view. And I feel like the consumer just lets them get away with this, which makes it such a good idea for them. And I'm surprised they didn't try this earlier, because it's literally just them making free money. They get to give you a device, charge you just the same, if not more money than previously before, and they get to take away features and give you lower end components because they're like, well, we're making it super thin. No, what you're doing is giving us a lesser of a product, giving us a stupid concept of making everything super thin, and we get less product for the same price. I don't understand why people love this foldable, flippable / regular. Let's make it as thin as humanly possible. As thin as humanly possible. At some point, you're going to have durability issues over the years. I don't know when. Some of these phones have done a really good job. Z Fold 7 done a really good job. But eventually, there's going to be somewhat of durability issues. But it's also, you're literally giving the consumer less product for more money. And people are like, yes, that's a great idea. We love it when you give us, you know, an iPhone Air that's like way, way, way skinnier than any other iPhone. Just annoying. 8 gigabytes of RAM. It has 3149 millihertz battery, 48 megapixels back camera. It does also have center stage for the front camera, which is really cool. Again, it's still a cool phone and it's still a cool concept. It's just anti-consumerism with that, and it just ticks me off every single time, because people really parade up and down Apple for doing this and other companies for doing this, when in reality all you're doing is giving them more money for less. And if you're cool with that, whatever. Now let me say something controversial that can anger all the Apple fanboys who might have clicked on this video. Let me put this over here. Yep, right there. This is the iPhone 17 Pro. I hate this camera module. It's stupid. It doesn't look good. It's never going to look good. This is what Google does with their modules. Well, they did to a certain degree. They got better with it. But with the Google Pixel Fold 1, I love the Fold 1. I hated how this camera setup was on the Fold 1. And it looks just like this. It's a cross the whole body camera module where it takes up the whole back of the phone. I hate this concept. I don't know why Apple decided to go this way. Obviously, you know, I saw the leaks in the renders and I was just hoping they were wrong. Sadly, they're not wrong. And this is the final product. Just not a fan. Anyway, they also released Apple Series 11. Will be available in jet black, silver, rose gold, and space gray. You got the SE3 also coming out. Going down here, you got the AirPods 3. Pro 3, to expand battery life. Cool. AirPods Pro 3 to offer live translation. That's actually a very, very cool feature, which actually is something that, like, for example, on this channel, we do sponsor the Meta Ray-Bans, which I love. I do love. I wear them every single day in my daily glasses. But they don't have this feature. They don't have a live translation feature. And the concept of someone walking up to you, right? Maybe you are in America, maybe you're not, maybe in another country. But it's happened to me, even though I live in America, happened to me many times. Someone comes up to you, trying to have a conversation, trying to ask you something. Maybe they speak Chinese. Maybe they speak Spanish. Maybe they speak anything else. You don't understand what they're saying. And it's this back and forth where you're trying to figure it out. If you have a feature on your glasses, especially, doesn't with the Meta Ray-Bans, which I think is a really missed opportunity, it would be a cool concept to be able to just click one button, hear what they have to say, and then be able to help them, right? Again, or you could just be like, I'm not helping you out, leave me alone. But, like, I feel like normal people in that circumstance, they want to help the person out. Dependingly. Anyway, so yeah, this is, that's a cool feature. That's a cool feature. Yeah, that's actually it. There's nothing else that I really care about with this. I just think the iPhone Air is stupid. And I think that this camera module was stupid. The iPhone 17, 17 Pro, 17 Pro Max, they're cool. They're cool phones. With Apple, it's very much the same every year. You know, you're not really going to get much difference. You're going to get the same copy and paste, but a couple bells and whistles here and there. You're going to find features that they get that, wow, Android had that like 17 years ago. But it's going to be a huge feature. So, keep that in mind. You're going to get less for your money, but spend more. Apple!